New house, new house. My little poverty apartment is gone at the end of this month. That apartment I knew was going to be temporary. That's why I kept it so vacant and unfurnished, even though Van Bra liked making jokes about me poor. Either way, I finally got a 3-floored house. Hot tub. Ooh, check it out. For privacy's sake, I'm not going to show you the front and the address and all that stuff, but I'll show you the interior. It's vacant right now. We're going to move in at the end of the month. Main entrance right into the main living room. I am documenting this thing, yep. Bye, boys. Connecting kitchen. Overhanging balcony. Funky staircase right here. This staircase will be fun on certain nights. Overview of the kitchen. Take you guys upstairs. Woo. Alright, so upstairs we got, this looks like a little extra bedroom here. Check this bad boy out. Ready? The main bathroom. Hot tub. Look at this hot tub. Ooh. That is beautiful. We got a full hot tub in here. Shower. There's obviously another bathroom downstairs. Got the skylight. This is real nice. And here's the master bedroom. Ooh. Look at the size of this place. Got a nice ass little window here. That is, ooh. Got a balcony out here in the back. Ooh. Little shed. Nice suburban neighborhood. Whoa. Whoa.
I know Bunny used to be a real estate. Oh, really?
And here's the finished basement. This is the bottom floor. 3 floors total. Finished basement in here, so this is going to be pretty nice. Got a little dehumidifier going on. It's humid as hell. And here's all like just boiler room stuff. Nothing exciting there. Connects obviously to the living room up top and then the kitchen. Now you guys are all fellow lifters like me, so you already read my mind. What's going on in that finished basement? A home gym. I'm gonna buy official gym flooring, lay it down, get all my old equipment from my parents' house, and buy some new squat racks. And then we can throw some weightlifting parties! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we just got this box in the mail today from Quest Nutrition and Athletics. Now, based on the fact that this Tupperware of lifting chalk that I have in my gym bag at all times is pretty much down to nothing. We have a couple little solid nubs left and that's it. And I do not like grabbing the powder in my hands and clapping it together. I like applying the chalk straight to the bar with the hard pieces and then just rubbing my hands on the bar. I think it's a little bit less messier and more efficient in my own personal opinion. Based on the fact that my Tupperware is nearly empty now, what do you think this is in this box? Can you guess? Can you? Is it A, another box? Is it B, lifting chalk? Is it C, a puppy? If you guess C, you might be wrong. Boom! Look at all that magnesium carbonate. That is 4 blocks of weightlifting chalk. And this stuff lasts months on end, at least for me. I don't know how fast you guys go through it, but mine lasts for months and months and months and months. So 4 of these bad boys are going to last a long time. But look at that. To me, as a lifter, seeing these brand new blocks of chalk, this is just as beautiful as cashing a check and getting handed a stack of brand new crisp dollar bills. Ooh, just brand new untouched blocks of chalk. Gains in block format. Oh, almost forgot to mention, I got these bad boys on Amazon. I got this pack of 4 for about $14, Amazon Prime. Nice and easy. I'm sure you can find some even better deals out there. I mean, there's tons of deals to find lifting chalk. It's very cheap. You can usually get big bundles for very low prices. But I mean, 4 for 14 is not a bad deal at all. So keep these bad boys in the freezer when you're not using them. It'll help preserve them. Preferably next to your bottle of Fireball whiskey and Hershey's chocolate syrup if you can. Gains. Little grocery top off for your ass. Got the Diet Dr. Pepper. A shaker cup of Isotor that had coffee in it. A little bit of chicken. tuner fish, some cheese. I don't know whose this is. Perhaps it's Nicholas's. It's not mine. Gains. Just a little top off. That's all we needed. Question: what is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done in the gym? So I was reading all your comments on that other video in which I asked what is the douchiest thing you've ever witnessed somebody do at the gym. Great stories, by the way. A lot of them. And it got me thinking about the most embarrassing thing I've ever done at the gym. Mostly because some of the stories, the things people were doing were embarrassing. And I remembered one time when I was like 16 years old, I was deadlifting 315 for reps, I think. I might have had 405 on the bar for like a max. I don't remember, but it was between 315 and 405. It was either 3 plates or 4 plates. Either way, it was a big number to be lifting for a tiny little 16-year-old kid. And I was doing it at this big commercial Gold's Gym in East Greenwich with a bunch of big juiced up lifters all around me. And I finished my set and I was handling the weight quite nicely. But I did not look like I should have been handling that kind of weight. I looked way too young and small. So I racked the weight back in the power rack and I go and start unloading one side. Now, I knew at this time, obviously, that you can't unload all the plates when you have 3 or more plates on each side because the bar will tip over. But for whatever reason, I just began zoning out. My brain went to la la land. Wasn't even paying attention. Unloaded all the plates from one end. Put the last plate down. Turn around just in time to see the bar launching up, tipping over. Boom! It's the big metal commercial Gold's Gym bar. I just did that, my bad. The big metal Gold's Gym bar with those big black plates. It was the loudest echoing crash you can imagine. Way louder than the regular metal plates would be. It was so obnoxious. And not only was it loud as hell, the bar then landed and started flinging over to the other guy who was a big juiced up serious lifter who was in the neighboring squat rack. And it almost hit him, but all the plates held the bar like a flagpole. So it came close to him and then catapulted back and ended up just swaying back and forth like a flagpole. It was, and then everybody looked over at me all pissed at this little 16-year-old punk who's obviously lifting more weight than he can handle and he doesn't know what he's doing in the gym. So that was definitely not one of my proudest moments. Do you guys have any stories? Because after the stories I heard in the last topic I asked you about, there's got to be some good ones out there. So let them out. Let's hear them in the comments below. Welcome to my walk-in closet in my bedroom. I'm in here because a couple of you guys were asking about what shoes I deadlift in, and I'm going to show you those right now. Okay, so these are ANIs as nature intended. I did a review on these about 6 months ago, but I know I have a lot of new subscribers on here that probably didn't see that. So you guys saw me deadlifting in these the other day. I was doing 4 sets, 405 for 8 reps. And a couple of you guys asked what shoe I deadlift in. It is these guys. These are a barefoot shoe. So they're meant to feel and work just like the 5-finger V-rim shoes. And I know there's a lot of drama going on with the V-rim shoes about false claims and all that. These have no relation. Quite simply, these are just meant to feel like you are deadlifting in socks. They have a 4mm thin sole, so that's not this. This is not the whole thickness of the sole right there. The sole is actually probably about right where my nail begins and down. It's 4mm thick. You can actually see you can fold them right up like that. And they have things like a natural toe sweep to help allow the toes to move in a biomechanically natural fashion. So literally they're meant to feel like a barefoot shoe. And they do. They feel just like deadlifting in socks. For years and years and years, I could never deadlift in shoes. I always took my shoes off and deadlifted in socks. Even Chuck Taylor's. And Converse actually reaches out and supports me. You guys know that, so I have every reason to kiss their ass. But to be honest with you, Chuck Taylors are great for weightlifting in general. I've only said that. When it comes to deadlifting, though, you'll see in my old videos, I would still take my Chucks off and deadlift in socks because their soles, though flat, are still actually pretty thick. That is the thickness of their sole right there. So Brandon Campbell actually describes deadlifting in Chucks as deadlifting in work boots, and I agree. They're just too elevated for me. Some people can do it, but I really can't. You'll see a lot of lifters like Brandon Campbell, Candido, they lift in the Reeboks, those Reebok CrossFits, and some people will deadlift in Atomics, wrestling shoes. It's all kind of the same thing, except these are way lighter than any wrestling shoe or Atomic. These weigh about 7 or 8 ounces. So again, it literally is the same as deadlifting in socks. Why not just deadlift in socks? Simply because you're not allowed to in a powerlifting meet. I found that out, and then I had to find a shoe that you could actually deadlift in that felt like deadlifting in socks in order to do a powerlifting meet. Not to mention the fact that it is really just a much nicer feeling when you can just walk into the gym with shoes on and just keep them on the whole time. So that's what I rock, guys. The ANIs, the black and red, honestly, the black, anything black on these things is kind of ugly. They look like Vans. Check out the white ones. Bob Arcan has the red and whites. My girlfriend has the blue and whites. They are fresh as hell. Go look at my girlfriend's Instagram. I've tagged her in photos on my own Instagram. She has the shoes in a couple of shots, and you guys always comment saying how fresh they are, asking what they are. She has the white ANI, so get anything that's white with whatever color you want, and they're badass. The high tops are coming out. The link is in the info box below, and they're cheap. They're about the general price of a Chuck Taylor. And it just so happens the girlfriend left her shoes here at my house, conveniently. So they are filthy. There's black all over them. They are actually really easy to wash. We've just never done it. You can wash them with either just regular shoe cleaner, or because this stuff is actually a organic canvas, a very strong organic canvas. Like, I beat the hell out of these things for the past half year. There's not a single thread fraying from them whatsoever. You can throw them right into the washer and dryer. I'll double check the website for the dryer, but I'm pretty sure you can throw them right in the washer and dryer and they'll be fine. Definitely the washer. Either way, it's pretty easy to clean a shoe, and they clean up pretty easily. So these are the white and blues. Like I said, the white and blues actually look like a sneaker. The whites, anything white looks like a sneaker, and you can make this blue, red, green, whatever your color preference is. They're pretty fresh, and the high tops are coming out. Honestly, the blacks are kind of ugly. Like, my blacks look like ugly Vans, but these are fresh as hell, and the new high tops are going to drop soon, this month, I believe, and those look fresh as hell too. But of course, at the end of the day, it's all about function, not necessarily about style. So I want to improve my deadlift, not necessarily caring about how good I look when I deadlift, unless you're talking about my form. Look at that form! Thumbs up if you two are equally addicted to peanut butter, because peanut butter is the most amazing thing known to mankind. That feel when you broke your own blender. Look at this. There is no efficient way to put protein powder into a blender, because if you put it on the bottom of the blender and then try to add water, it all gets caked onto the bottom no matter how hard you shake. I have a knife in there right now. I'm trying to fish it out. But if you put the water in first and you put the protein powder in, the second you close the lid and go to shake it, you open the lid up and all the dry powder is caked into the mouthpiece of this, and it just poofs everywhere. The struggle is real. First world lifting probs. I've determined what you have to do is put the water in first, put the protein in on top of the water, take a knife, stir it in just enough to get the protein all wet, then put the lid on, then shake it up, and then you should be pretty good.